Hey, hello Spurs fans, it's Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I hope you're all well. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land from which I'm streaming today, the Camaragal, the Wungal, and the Wallamadagal people of the Eora Nation, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and say that, you know, sovereignty wasn't actually ceded, never was, so it always was and always shall be Aboriginal land. And what's more, that ain't enough for you. It's still Ramadan Mubarak. Alhamdulillah. Hope we're all well. Hope we're all tickety-boo. I had a bit of a problem with the first stream I set up. It was looking a bit weird or something. So take two. And while I was futzing around, I forgot to do my extensive research. Googling Tottenham, seeing what's happening. Let's do it now. Let's see. While I buy myself some time, let's have this. Oh, hello. There's not a lot happening. There's an article here, the Cairns Post, which is up in F&Q, far north Queensland. And the headline is, EPL predicted finish. Tough times loom for Angie's Spurs. But when you click on it, you need to subscribe. I ain't subscribing to no rag up in F&Q. What else we got here? Bugger all, I'm not on Twitter. So there we go. That's a disappointing end to Football Daily. I'll just come over to you lot. I'm having a day off today, folks. I'm having a day off today. I've worked a lot of hours this week already, so I'm having a day off so I can charge my batteries ready for the big, long stint over the weekend while you lot are all down the pub. I'm driving you home from the pub. Well, no, I'm not actually. I don't work that late. But I'll be taking people to the shops or buy some shit or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look here. How are we all going? Spursicus is here. We're all Spursicus. Goddamn right we are. Hello, everyone. Let's get the energy up. Give it a bash, eh? Give it a bash after that lackluster start. Come on. Hype. I need a hype man. Where's Flavor Flav? Mark in, my hipster man, how are you? I'm tickety-boo today, man. Tickety-boo. I'm excited. I'm doing some family stuff this morning, and then I'm getting a gizmo today, folks. I'm getting a gizmo. I told the members about that yesterday. Just one of the exclusives you get if you're a member of the Hotspur Hippie community. I mean, basically you get bugger all, but you get my best wishes, which is, you know, it's better than nothing, isn't it? Better than, my mic's on, good. I can see the VU going up and down. Mark N says Luton 2 up at Jason Bournemouth. Oh, that's so dopey, man. So, like, when they film Bournemouth, they have to do shaky cam, so you can't tell what the bloody hell's going on the pitch. God, I hate shaky cam in movies. I think that's a phase that seems to have gone, hasn't it? It was like in the early days of, oh, we've got digital cameras, we can fart about and let people not see anything. Horrible, horrible. Mark N, that has put Forest in the relegation zone. I got a bit of a soft spot for Forest. You know, Brian Clough, basically, late 70s, early 80s, or through the 80s. They were a fun side to watch. We used to have good games against Nottingham Forest. That was a fixture I always used to look forward to. That was when, you know, Forest were one of the top teams. They won the first division, I think, 78. Didn't win it again, but they were always up and thereabouts, challenging. So, you know, I quite like them. It's a bit of there's a nice story there. Yes, Arian, g'day, man. Morning, Paul Hippies. Great to see subscribership to the channel ever growing. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to have a look this morning. What's it now? I know it sort of went up and down yesterday. There's no point in just looking at it all the time. You give you an aneurysm. I see it at 26.52. That's all right, hey. I always say that because I think it's always all right, you know. Thank you. Pretty cool when social media platforms are used in a positive way, like your contribution to the cultural zeitgeist. Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. There's enough, you know, out there. I mean, I'll get now and then, you know. Oh, I didn't set up the camera. Hang on, I always forget to do this. Where is it? It's all bollocks. I'll do that now and then. I'll try and keep a lid on it. Thank you very much. Oh, man, how do you pronounce that? Gimme? Gimui? Oh, man, sorry, man. But, yeah, welcome, Asarian, and all other mobs. I forgot to welcome all the mobs. All the mobs. And all the 220 languages, odd, that were spoken. Yeah, boy, that's right. That's right. Absolutely right. Ty Dancer, hi, Paul and everyone. Hi, Ty Dancer. He's a member of the commune. He gets exclusive best wishes. Suppose because so much negativity on the other channels, just can't understand it. Bizarre. Yeah, well, that's the internet, isn't it, man? It's not, you know. I mean, outside of, you know, Tottenham fan channels, you know, when the football channels in general, they're just all clickbait, aren't they? You know, I ain't got time for that. Baloo, big up, Paul. It's so boring when there's no European games. Yeah, man. We used to play European games regularly before, but not at the moment. It's coming back. I'm used to one week days off with no games to play. It gives me anxiety. Yeah. Well, hopefully your anxiety and troubles will be eased a little bit next week, or not next week, next season, because I think we're going to be back. We're going to be back banging down the doors of Europe, smashing teams left, right, and centre. It's going to be good. We're going to be much more competitive if we get in next year. Mark N, I've seen Forest in the late 80s, early 90s, and we had a few semi-finals against them. Clough was a legend. Basic real football kept it simple. I know. And I think Ange is from that sort of mould, you know? Brian Clough was a very simple manager, good people manager. And, I mean, it's one of those things they talk about, you know, a man manager. Well, that's the job, isn't it? If you're a cockhead, you're not going to get the best out of people, are you? But you've got to be firm as well. And, yeah, Brian Clough. There you go. There's the clowns in the FA in their big leather chairs, smoking their cigars. They picked Ron Greenwood over him to be England manager. What a joke that was. I mean, I don't know what the guy had to do. Won a league title with Derby County and with Nottingham Forest. You know, but he wasn't a yes man. He wasn't a Gareth Southgate. Put it that way. I heard rumours, by the way, that Eric Dyer might be recalled to the England squad because of his form in Bayern Munich. Oh, that's another trophy buggered for England then, isn't it? Such a shame, you know. Anyway, look, while we're waiting for comments, I'll show you why I'm excited. Because after I do my family stuff today, I'm going to be spending my day off not looking at comments. I'll tell you, it's not going to fix cock-ups like this, so where is it? There we go. Get one of these today. Look at that. Because, as you may have noticed, I'm often hunched over the keyboard. I'll still have to do a bit of that to bring comments up on the screen. But this will allow me to do a lot more. You probably won't notice any difference. I will. Bugger you lot. It's all about me, this channel. So I'm picking up one of these. So I'm going to spend the day setting it up. It's probably going to take me a while. So next stream will be through one of these, like nice mixing board, buttons, knobs, dials. Very excited, and it's all because this is possible because of you out there. You out there, you people. Thank you very much. Whether it's just watching because I get the ads, or if you've done super chats, or if you've done memberships, this is what I'm spending it on. This is what I'm spending it on. It's a professional bit of kit. It's the best you can get. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Here we go. OTC transitional period. Southgate out. Yeah, he's no good, is he? You know the one that really did for me for Southgate was that World Cup, not last World Cup. I think it was the one before, where it turned out that I think it was still in the group stage, and if we lost or drew with Belgium, we would have an easier run to the final. And that's exactly what we did. And I thought, nah, you can't be smart in football like that. It will bite you in the arse. And if you want to win the World Cup, not just get to the semis or quarters or whatever, you've got to beat the best teams. And that set us up for failure. I thought it was such a bad move. It was he fielded the B team. It was a crap game. And we did get to, I think we got to the semi-finals, and Croatia smashed us. So that for me was the end of Southgate. He should have gone then. I mean, how can you go out and with the attitude of the result of this football match doesn't matter? I mean, not in a first team, let's go and play football sort of way. I get that, but deterministically not giving a shit about the result. It's just it was bang out of order, man. But that's what the FA constantly do, isn't it? Mark in, Big Ange had his young friend at training today. Oh, it was the young guy who wanted to ask no way. Young guy wanted to ask a question at the forum last year and showed him a photo of them in his office. Oh, God, you're going to make me cry. Bloody hell, man. Isn't that awesome? He just treats people like people. And that's the thing about good leaders. There's very few and far between good leaders. They treat everyone the same. They can connect with people on a human level. And Ange is one of them. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. I'll have to check that out. Yusarian loved Ange's advice to the team at halftime. Keep doing what you're doing. Wasn't that magnificent, man? Wasn't that great? No bollocking, no whiteboard shit. Because Ange, have you seen watching Ange on the sideline? Like his eyes are going all over the place. He's in the game. He's really in the moment there, so he can sense and feel what the game needs and how the game's going. And he could see that Aston Villa were getting tired and frustrated, and they were on the verge of cracking. So we didn't need to change what we were doing. He knew we would eventually get the opportunities. It's a great bit of management. Because I guess there's a temptation at half time when it's 0-0. We didn't have any chances in the first half to overcompensate, change things up a bit. But Ange could see, no, we're going okay. And lo and behold, 4-0 to the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. Luton 3 up. Well, have they got any risk of avoiding relegation? As usual, I haven't charged my phone overnight because I'm a teenager when it comes to responsibility. But I'll see if I've got enough juice to have a look at the table. Of course, it's all dim. Oh, right. Okay. No, they are. This takes them out of the relegation zone on goal difference. I don't want Nottingham Forest to go down. I want Sheffield United, Burnley, and Everton can sod off as well. Bugger them. Bugger off, Everton. Toffees. Tony Cotty. Neville Southall. Who are they? Duncan Ferguson. Pah. Filth, man. Filth. Ah, deadly. Yep, deadly. That's a great word, man. Great, man. A great word that our First Nations people use. Deadly means good. And I had a presenter of Kuri FM in the car once who lovely Auntie Lola, her name was, and we're having a yarn, we're having a good old chat. It was great. And then the next day, she gave me a shout out and she said, "This is for Paul, the deadly Uber driver," which yes, until I mentioned it on here and someone pointed it out. Deadly, it was an American, I think. Deadly Uber driver don't sound good. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot that means that as well. Adam McFarlane, sell or keep Richie. I'd be keeping him at the moment unless we're upgrading, really. I'm getting quite happy with the team. You know, we're getting results. I think if we didn't have injuries, we'd be right up there. So, what do you need to change or upgrade? Look, I mean, there's an argument for it, isn't there? But we're scoring plenty of goals. We're scoring plenty of goals. I'll look at the league table again if my phone can take the heat. We scored 59 goals, man. Which is, that's only 4 behind Manchester City. It's 6 behind Liverpool and 11 behind Arsenal. So, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see what happens in the summer, man. We'll see what happens in the summer. But I think he's been quite an important part of the squad. Adam McFarlane, if we have a poor Euros, Southgate will be gone. Well, poor for me is not winning it. It looks like other teams in Europe are not at their strongest. I mean, this is just my gut feeling. It could be absolute bollocks. Whereas England's team, is a strong team. On paper, England's team's always been strong, but it's the way managers set them up. It's horrible. So I think if they don't win, he should be set. Got to win it. Got to win it. None of this progression crap, you know. Balu, England doesn't have good defenders, to be honest. They have no chance of winning the Euro Cup. You might be right there. That might be a weak point. Might be right. I mean, if they're recalling Eric Dyer, things are looking a bit dim, aren't they? Okay, Adam concurs. England have no centre-backs. Yeah. Ronald, damn, don't you dare. Don't you dare. No. I mean, No, I can't. Look, I can't have that. I can't have that, man. OTC transitional period with the big love heart. Thank you, man. My best wishes and peace to you too. Adam McFarlane, Eddie Howe, next England manager. I think that's a possibility. I'd rather him than Gareth Southgate. I know Newcastle are struggling this year. I don't know what the Geordies are making of what's going up there at St James's Park this year. I don't know what the mood is. But I think he's better than Gareth Southgate. He's got to be, hasn't he? I like the way Eddie Howe comes across. He seems all right. But I don't know if Newcastle's troubles were through injury or decisions he's made. I'm not I don't know. Daniel Lee, beside John Stones, we really struggle to say, okay, looks like you lot are on the ball more than me. Okay. Adam McFarlane, need a quality backup for Vic. That's a fair shout. It's always a tricky one, isn't it, goalkeepers? Because the number 2 just is not going to get game time unless it's, you're playing Marine FC in the FA Cup or something like that. So it's a tough one. But I think we will need to upgrade Fraser Foster, won't we? Unless Dean Austin can come to the party. If you don't know what that reference was, you're under 50 years old. Nuno in the mud. Oh, I forgot about him being over there. I heard, that when he started there, he's on fire, he's cooking. But maybe not. I've forgotten who they sacked now. Oh, yeah, they sacked the Steve Cooper. And I think the fans quite... Well, I remember that the fans were right behind Steve Cooper, weren't they? But owners are owners. So it's not just Tottenham that's got crap owners. They're everywhere. These people that come in with their monies, they just don't have a clue, do they? And yeah, Nottingham Forest weren't doing well, but what? Are they doing better now? Not really. Not really. And they're probably playing more boring football as well. At least Steve Cooper was a bit front foot. And Nottingham Forest, I thought, were a physically aggressive side, but not dirty. I thought they were, like Aston Villa are over the line, all over the place. Nottingham Forest were hard. And a little bit cheeky, but I didn't feel that they were, vicious. Baloo, who do you hate more, Chelsea or Arsenal? One word, it's going to be Arsenal, isn't it? Because Chelsea, who are they? This is football in terms. I just can't take. I could never take Chelsea seriously. Even when they were winning loads of stuff, I just don't take them seriously. They're bang average. The only way Chelsea could win any trophies is when you get a person that stole the complete utilities of a country, the largest geographical country on the earth, and put some of that money into a football club. Other than that, they're shit. But Arsenal's the sporting rivalry, isn't it? I don't like Chelsea fans. Generally, they're either Tories or bother boys. There's a lot of racism in Chelsea. The stuff they sing to our crowd, it's got to stop. But that's all outside of the football. Football is always Arsenal. It's always Arsenal. OTC transitional period. At home as well. Yikes. Oh, is it? Oh, it's not good. Danny Darko Spurs. Oh, come on, you Spurs. How's you, mate? I'm tickety-boo, man. Tickety-boo. Tickety-boo. We need a backup to Doggy and Porro, says OTC. Yeah, you know what I would like to see, man? I would like to see a backup fullback that's of better quality than Davies and Royale that can play either side. I think that would be so much use to the team. Now, I don't know if a player like that exists anymore because everyone's so specialised. But maybe there's someone out there that could be coached to be versatile, Even if maybe it's younger, maybe it's a youngster, maybe there's someone that's in our academy that could do it. That's what I want to see. Because again, I think there's such important positions that if we bought, one left back, one right back, the game time is going to be a bit of an issue. At the moment, when we start being more successful, then the whole equation changes. But I think at the moment, we need a bit more versatility. Mark in. The video is on Spurs official Instagram. Okay. Oh, Instagram, another bloody app I don't have, but all right. I'll find it some way. With Ange and the young guy at training, he said to him, "See that photo? I see you every day." See, he's a man of few words. He's not in a small talk, but he can still make connections with people. I used to know someone that worked closely with Nelson Mandela back in the day. And he said Nelson Mandela, I'm not saying he's, it's a common trait though. Nelson Mandela would talk exactly the same to a head of state as he would to a cleaner in the government house. It was the same with everyone. So that's great. Good old Ange, man. Good old Ange. I don't know if you could see Conte doing that too much. Maybe Mourinho. Maybe they are, but I get the feeling that Ange seeks these things out. Like he called on that kid at the end of the conference because he could see he had his hand up and he wasn't getting the mic and he just stopped everything. Stop everything. Let's let him have the floor. It was really cool. Genuine guy. Mark in, I think Southgate contract is up after the Euros. Isn't it? It's been up before. They can sack anyone. They can get rid of him. I mean, they got rid of Sam Allardyce pretty quickly when he was cashing it in, wouldn't he? So, hey, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Oh, Ramsdale, get out of here, Adam McFarlane. Wash your mouth out with soap. Derek Smith, g'day. Good evening, Paul, or morning in your case. Hope you're well. Everything is tickety-boo here, man. Tickety-boo. Life is all right. You know what? It's not bad. I'm here. I'm still here. I'd love for Southgate to go to Manchester United. That would be interesting, eh? Ten Hag isn't a man, is it? Well, I mean, God, no. I thought he was a bit of a pretender when he first came to Manchester United. But then the way he dealt with the Ronaldo situation, I thought, oh, he might have some cojones about him. But I think that's all he's got. I don't know if he knows much about football. And a really telling comment when he said, I haven't got the footballers to play the Ajax way. Well, I mean, you're dead in the water, aren't you? If you can't play your style of football, yeah, like Ange is doing. We're playing our style of football, and at the moment we ain't got the players when we've got injuries. We found that out. We did okay, you know. We did okay. We got some decent results, but we're definitely short of what we can do when we got our full squad. But it didn't change. What was the point in changing? You know, because if you change, then it's not visible where the upgrades are needed. I said this before. If I know Ange got criticism saying when we were playing Davies and Royale, saying, oh, well, he should have changed. We can't play them as inverted centre-backs the way Udogie and Pedro Porro do. I know. But if you say play a different way, then it hides it, doesn't it? It hides their deficiency. And it also robs them of the chance to improve. So I'd much rather stick to your guns and see where the cards fall. I think it's the right way to go about it. Ange 1, Ten Hag 0. Look at the table, Man United. Look at the bloody table. Daniel E. Lee Carsley, who's the England 21 manager, he seems to be a name that keeps getting mentioned for the England job. And the rumours are he turned down the Ireland job because he's waiting for England. I don't want any... Look, I don't know about what he's like, man. I don't want anyone from the England setup. You know, I'd have Stuart Pearce. I know he's been in the England setup, but I'd rather have someone like Stuart Pearce. Who's Lee Carsley? Who the fuck is he? You know... I mean, slim pickings, though, isn't it? The English managers in the Premier League are so thin on the ground. What is Eddie Howe? I mean, I can't even pull a name out of my arse who else is an England manager. But the fact is, no England manager has won the Premier League, or First Division, top flight. No England, hang on. No English manager has won the Premier League because the last person to win it was Howard Wilkinson with Leeds United in 1992. And that was the last year of the First Division, I think. That's right. It wasn't Premier League, was it? Premier League started that year. No English manager. A Scottish manager, but no English manager. So maybe that's who we're going to have to... I mean, maybe you're right, Daniel Lee. You know, we'll end up with Lee Carsley. Instead of looking at some other divisions or whatever, or managers overseas or something like that. Harry Redknapp was another missed opportunity as well. He would have been good for England. Get him in. Ronald M. Arsenal, boring, yeah. Always are. They've gone back to boring, haven't they? That's the way I remember growing them up, and then they suddenly became quite entertaining, unfortunately. But it was always 1-0 to the Arsenal. And their fans were going, yeah, fuck that. We want 4-0, 5-4, all that. You're sorry, and all I know about Eddie Howe is he strung Celtic along for months, yes. Then eventually pulled the pin, leaving the door open for some unknown bloke who didn't even have a UEFA coaching licence to take up the vacant first-team manager role. And I remember when Ange was asked at the press conference, they said, you know, because they're trying to be arseholes, these journos. I don't know what the equivalent of Fleet Street is up in Scotland. Fleet Street meathead hacks, I don't know. But they said, you know, what's it like being, you know, rumours are your second or third choice, Ange. How do you feel about that? And Ange says, I might have been fifth choice for all I know. I don't care. And look what he did. Mikel Arteta. I don't know. He's not the guy, is he? He's not the guy. Oh, look, they might fluke a Premier League this year. Who knows, man? I don't care. And the reason I don't care is because in 1989, so the Spurs of the 80s was on the way down then, well and truly. And Arsenal were on the rise. I mean, for me, the crossover was the League Cup semi-final in '87, where it went to a replay. We played them 3 times, and that to me was when the balance in North London changed. I think we were the better team for most of the '80s. So that Arsenal won the league at the last minute at Anfield in '89, and the sixth form school I went to, it was all Arsenal, man, all Arsenal. If there was only me, I was a Spurs fan. That was it, me. And I got so much shit. Oh God, they didn't let me forget for a whole year. I mean, it's all fun though, but it sort of makes you immune to that sort of stuff. So if I can come, I don't give a shit if Arsenal win it. I don't care. I don't care what happens as long as it. I want Spurs to win stuff. If they don't win, I don't give a Billy Bollocks who wins. Chelsea have worse fans. Yeah, absolutely. At least with Arsenal, their fans are, similar geography. A lot of families have some Arsenal and some Tottenham fans. They're kind of very, I hate to use this. They're like us, in a way, if you know what I mean. I don't like them. I hate them, but But Chelsea are a whole load of different pack of mongrels. They're a pack of mongrels. And all the Johnny-come-latelys who's just riding on the coattails of Abramovich, they don't count. I just want to see him back in Division 2, or whatever it's called these days. Championship. Rebrandings. Division 2. It used to be so easy, when it was like this. Hang on. This is what it used to be like. Just get rid of that. Where is it? This is what the gizmo I'm buying will sort out. Where is it? There it is. That's what it used to be like. There's results from a few weeks ago. I haven't updated it yet. What it used to be. League Division 1, easy. League Division 2, easy. 3, 4, all easy. Yeah, they've all got different bloody names. What a load of bollocks. Spursicus, Arsenal are Trigger's Broom FC. I only found out recently Trigger, God rest his soul, was a Spurs fan. That's pretty cool. I know Warren Mitchell was. He used to go to games when I was going. Different ground, different owners, and now their badge is the wrong way round, but it's the same club. How? Oh, I get you what you're saying. Yeah. Swap the head. You swap the handle. Is it the same? Is that right? They've switched the. I pay so little attention. I mean, generally, club badges are a lot blander than they used to be, aren't they? They're a lot blander, a lot more corporate. So they've changed their canon around, have they? Oh dear. I mean, at least ours, it's simple, but it's what it used to be as well. We went down the sort of complicated route. I haven't got my old Spurs kit on, where we started adding loads of shit to it. Lions and trees and things and all that sort, which I quite liked as well. But I like our badge at the moment. But Arsenal, yeah, it's just all Arsenal PLC, isn't it? Just bollocks. Bland. Timber from Arsenal. Must be over my head, that one. Derek Smith. Daryl Southgate would make a very good Premier League manager. No, nowhere near, man. Nowhere near. Championship at best, yeah. He's wasting decent players for England being so negative and scared of losing. That's it. I mean, I mean, we've got Jude Bellingham, for God's sake. I mean, he is fantastic, isn't he? He's one of the world's best players at the moment. And we won't, as usual, like we did with Kevin Keegan and like we did with Glenn Hoddle, we won't let them do their stuff. We'll say, no, you play in this little spot here and fuck you. We playing 4-4-2. Yeah, that's it. No expressions. Ugh. Ange didn't do that when he was Australian manager. He, you know, our qualification for the 2018 World Cup, was it? Might have been the 2018 World Cup. Wasn't going well. The press were jumping on him. There were rumours that Football Australia didn't show him much support. And he stuck to his guns, and we qualified for the World Cup, doing it Ange's way. And then he just said, I'm off to Japan. And to his credit, he hasn't said too much about that. You know, he hasn't alluded to it. He has alluded it to it once in a while, but he's not full of piss and vinegar about it. Or if he is, he doesn't let it all out. He's a class act. Maybe when his career's over, we might find more out. But it's outrageous. But you ain't going to get that from Southgate. Baloo, can you keep kangaroos as a pet in Australia? I don't think there's a law saying you can't. I don't know. Why bother? Look, pets. I'm not into the whole pet thing. You know, especially, you know, when people live in apartments and they've got these dogs that have been bred into mutant little things. Or I see, you know, walking around, it's a 40-degree day and someone's walking a husky. I'm thinking, oh, what a species we are, man. So I'm not really into the pets thing, but that's also partly because I'm irresponsible. I like to, you know, just bugger off when I want to and things like that, and you can't do that with a pet. I think animals are nice in the wild. And, you know, domesticating. The way, one of the ways some Aboriginal people, I don't know which mob it was, but whereas in Europe we domesticated the dogs, you know, fucking do this and sit and shit and in a cage. Aboriginal people, it was more of a coexistence. They sort of, you know, it was beneficial to have dingoes around, and the dingoes, it was beneficial to be around the people, but it wasn't domestication as such. Everyone was free to come and go. So I don't know. I'm not into pets, man, and I wouldn't have a kangaroo as a pet. I'm sure you could domesticate one. Why would you do that, though? Let them run around. I don't like zoos either. I think zoos are a load of bollocks. But I know a lot of you've got pets. I get it, the companionship. And you know what? If I, you know, in the future, if I had a little place out in a country with some land, I'd have a dog. I would. So I'm not saying, you know, don't have a pet. It's just not for me. It's not for me. Don't want to start a big flame war about having pets. I don't want anyone to get defensive. I'm not having a go. It's just, you know, it's my opinion. That's all. Mark in. I did like the Decky story. Especially when he heard that Tottenham wanted him. He was not missing that play and he was also happy. Yeah, it was interesting, you know. It seemed like a human being. It didn't seem like a PR or an agent person writing it. Oh, it's cool. Daniel E, I know it's embarrassing. Most English managers are useless. You know, even Bobby Robson, man. I mean, Bobby Robson was one of the better. Terry Venables was good. He could have got us somewhere. You know, we had Gascoigne and Lineker, as did Robson at the end of his stretch. But Bobby Robson wasn't flexible. I think as an English manager goes, I don't think he was that great. We've flopped in the Euros. We only came to life in the latter stages of the 90 World Cup. But like in the group stages, we were bloody awful. Awful. Scraped through. But Terry Venables was a missed chance, you know, missed chance. God rest his soul. Bob Down Under. Oh, and hang on, and then you go, Sven. I mean, that was all right, but we, should have done better. Bob Down Under, g'day, Paul and Hippies. G'day, Bob Down Under. Nice to see you. Time is it? I've got to keep one eye on because I've got to smarten myself up soon. Got to go out and do some family stuff. Anyway, bags of time. Whoa, people are sending me WhatsApp messages. Derek Smith, do you think the Spurs players are really getting how Ange wants to play? I think some of them are. For sure. Having that intuitive way of finding space no matter what position they have to take up, regardless of their formational positions. Yeah. Look, you know what? I think, okay. Well, I think it's probably easier to ask who's not getting it. And I think, we know who's not getting it. I think a lot of the first 11 and some of the squad's getting it. Whether they're up to it or not is another thing. But I was really quite impressed the way Udogie and Johnson, as you say, were swapping around, backing each other up. I thought, here we go. This is something interesting. And, I love seeing players going out of position. So when they see the chance, they can go on a run, or if they see a space, attack the space, knowing that someone's got their back. So I think a lot are, man. I think a lot are. We're going to see it more and more. And the players that reach a ceiling on it, they're the ones that will be, replaced. Ishan. Oh. All right, morning, Ibby. Morning, Craig the Gecko Man. Daniel Lee. So without Eddie Howe taking Celtic for a ride, we might never have got Ange. I know. Isn't it funny how the world works, eh? I mean, I'm sure Ange would have got his shot eventually. Maybe a championship side, or maybe another Scottish side. He would have got something. But I think that the step up to Premier League would have then taken longer, and I don't think we would be in for it then. So yeah, we got Eddie. I've thought this before, Daniel. Yeah, Eddie Howe. Thanks, man. Bob Down Under, Paul, you have your panel of experts come up with their preferred candidate for English manager's replacement. So I haven't checked in. The old debate channel has been cogitating the next English manager. Let's see if they've got any answers. No, man, it's getting heated in there. Already great production for YouTube. Oh, I want to make it better. I want to make it something I'd enjoy watching. That's all I can do. That might sound egotistical, but, to me it's the opposite. Because if I start doing stuff that I think you want to see, it's going to be shit. I'll just do things I want to do. If people like it, that's cool. But thanks, man. Mark N. Sarah's come out and said some stories about himself today. The person he is, good read if you can find that. Oh, I'll have a check it out, man. Yeah, it'd be nice to know a bit about Sar. Fantastic player. James V. Paratrooper in the Book of Spurs, chapter 1, verse 6. It states, Arsenal, why are you bottle jobs? Oh, Arsenal will be gashing and lamentation. Lamentation of the women. Will be heard from their ultimate bottle jobs. Sorry for putting my own words into your scripture there. Ronald M. I met Trigger in Kentish Town, had a chat, down to earth. Good people are good people, aren't they? Well, I've got to slow down a little bit. Just give me a second, because I can't drink water at the moment. So just got to chill, man. Oh, it's getting dry. Derek Smith. Let me just calm my voice down. Hopefully the compression I've got will pick up the volume. Ange would blaze the World Cup as England manager. I know he would, man. Don't mention that to the FA, no. And Redknapp would have won something as the manager too. Yeah, of course he would. That was the time they went for Roy Hodgson instead, and then we got beaten by Iceland 2-1. Nice one, FA. Harry Kane taking corners. Excuse me a second. Yeah, I think Harry Kane is the right sort of person for that sort of job. Because you're not transfer market and negotiating and all that, talking to the chairman. You're just picking a squad and trying to get them to flourish, aren't you? I think Harry Redknapp would have been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Brave managers win on the international stage. That's the only way to do it, unless you're Italy, but that's the way Italy always do it. Yeah, you've got to take a chance. Got to take a chance. I mean, it's the same as I've been saying about Ange. If you're, tournament is a weird old thing, isn't it? And a lot of the teams that win it ramp up as they get towards the final and peak just at the right time. But if you, on purpose, dip your performance, you can't. I think the climb up is too hard. You have to give it a go all the way through. That's the only way you're going to be ready for. Because you get to the. I mean, that World Cup final we saw. When was it, last year or whenever? What an amazing World Cup final! That was two teams on at the toppermost of the poppermost of their ability. And if they'd have farted and fucked around, they wouldn't have been able to do that when it was needed. So that's the problem with England. They try and manage it's game management. It's game management. It don't work. Don't work in the Premier League. It doesn't work. Well, okay, unless you're Chelsea or unless you've got a squad that's worth $5 billion. Okay, then you can get away with it. But how are you going to win anything like that? You just can't. You can't do it. And as usual, and this is the thing. You notice the way England generally qualify for these tournaments, like top of the table, smash everyone. But then when the pressure's on, okay, now what we're going to do? In fact, when I say smash everyone, we win games. But, that's at the level where you can do smartness. I mean, I don't like it at all. Don't like it. Anti-football. How are you going to win a football tournament if you're not playing football? You're sorry. Someone like Andy Harper has probably already written that book about Ange versus the FA and he's waiting for the boss to give him the go-ahead. There's probably some there's some manuscript in escrow somewhere. There's been a book out recently. I was going to have the author on, but I dropped the ball on it. Scottish author. But Vince Rugari from Fairfax, he's having a book come out in August. Maybe there's something in that. He's interviewed Ange quite a lot in that. So it might not be straight from the horse's mouth, but it might be a bit more info on what happened. Oh, in Football Australia, what a shit show they are. Rick C. Loyal dogs have been band's best friend for thousands of years, way before cats in ancient Egypt. Yeah, doesn't mean you've got to hit them with sticks and domesticate them and not feed them if they don't do what they're told. That's the only thing I reckon. You just let them figure out that it's beneficial to hang around you. And if they go a bit angry, then self-defense. Okay, I get that. But oh, lift up your paw. Oh yeah, here's some food. Fucking hell. James Paratrooper, I rate Gary O'Neill. Yeah, okay. That's a shout. I think that could be right, man. I think Bournemouth made a big mistake. It was Bournemouth. They got rid of him, didn't they? And he's doing all right at Wolves. Yeah, Gary O'Neill could be good. I concur with that one. We're all animals. We are. Daniel Lee, Terry Venables helped to save this football club. Yeah, he did. And again, we could have achieved great things under Terry Venables. I thought he was a fantastic manager. You can just see he's a football guy. They were exciting days, after we, the decline of the late 80s. He brought us back up a bit again. Back up. And then it all went sugar. Fuck's sake. Alan Sugar, what an arsehole that guy is. Can't stand him. Spursy love the Venables quote, practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. Hey, that's not a bad one. There's a lot of interesting psychology in that. God, you know, these people, they're not academically trained, but they can just say things that are better than any professor, can't they? Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. Of course it does. Like, if you've been shown something wrong, you'll struggle to get it right. Well, to me, that also means the more you do something, the more it just becomes part of your nature. You know? So you don't have to think about it. What a great phrase. Thanks, man. OTC, cats and dogs. Cats or dogs? Look, I think if you're living in a city, I think cats are all right because they just bugger off and do their own thing anyway. You know? At least. But I like dogs. I do like dogs. I just, you know, I mean, I don't. Luckily, I live in you know, an apartment thing that no one has dogs here. But I've been other places where people have dogs. The poor thing's just yapping all day. And then the people come home and the dog's happy to see. Of course, he's fucking happy to see that he's been going insane all day. Although people go overboard, you know. When I hear people say fur babies, I can't. Oh, it's my fur baby. And I'll tell you, there's shops in Sydney in the posho areas. What's a couple I've seen? There's like a pet daycare centre, a doggy daycare centre, and they make it look like a child daycare centre. And I'm sure they just bugger off the animals out the back in the cages or something. Well, I don't know. That's what I'd imagine. And then there's another one, pet pastries. Pastries for your pet. It's like, I can't. The world. Oh. That's why I have to come into my little Hotspur Hippie bubble and just get away from these. There's more in 24. Pet pastries. My fur baby. No. Isn't he cute? I get this in the back of my car. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Oh my God, it's a wolf. Let it be a wolf. Steak. Alexander Hilton was the steak. Yes, man. I don't understand it, but I love it. Rick C, you can't compare cats and dogs. Cats abandon their owners. Yeah, well, they're free spirits, you know. Oh, yeah, I don't mind any animals, man. Cat shit in other people's backyards. I know. Responsibility free. But they do kill, you know, cats do kill a lot of wildlife here in Australia. A lot of, you know, birds and things like that. Which, I don't know if that's cool. I suppose it's part of the cycle of stuff, isn't it? But, don't know. Adam McFarlane 3-2 Luton. Bloody hell, what the... Hey, shame on you, Adam McFarland. I don't... Spursy, to me, is Paul Gascoigne's free kick against Arsenal. That's what Spursy is. Spursy is Steve Perryman taking a chunk out of Jerry Gow to put him back in his box in the FA Cup final replay. That's Spursy. All this Spursy means bottling. Fuck that, I'm not having it. Not having it. I find it disappointing, Adam, when Spurs fans even use the word Spursy. Pull your bloody heads in and be proud of your fucking team. Holy shit. What a game's going on there. Wow, hey. Dear, oh dear, what's going on? Hey, football, man. Football, you just can't beat it, can you, man? Alexander Hilton. To be fair, Roy did predict his passing, but not the way he thought with Kane's passing. Kane taking corners, man, come on. All right, we're having a bit of cats and dogs things, you know. Daniel Lee, I remember that Euro 2016, Harry Kane taking corners. I mean, you don't have to be a football guru. I know, you know, the manager spoke, but it was... You've got a centre forward, a striker, I mean, and his corners were crap as well, weren't they? They were crap. You want him in the middle? Yeah, anyway. Oh, that was a low point. I mean, we were a low point before that, I suppose, was Graham Taylor when we didn't qualify for the '94 World Cup. But I didn't mind so much because I was, I'm Irish as well. So Ireland had a pretty good tournament. Gave me something to cheer for. Can't trust them. Hope so. David Calvino, big up chat. Big up David Calvino. Steve Berry, looking for 4-1 against Fulham this week, hopefully with plenty of late goals. Yeah. I don't know what the hubbub is about that. I think it's a sign that you're wearing a team down and then you're striking, you know? Or if you get... it doesn't matter. I loved it when Angers said it doesn't matter when you score the goal, because that's what I reckon. The score's the score. Throughout the, the world that is that game of football, who gives a shit if it's the first minute or the 105th minute? It don't matter. Late goals are good goals, following the 1951 template. Hey, if that's what they were doing, did all right for them, didn't it? Arthur Rowe and the boys, Bill Nicholson as a player. Adam at Farmer City looked tired against Liverpool. I haven't watched that game, man, but a friend of mine who watches these things, he was saying that City parked the bus, game management, which is so... I know people. I fed up with people flattering Manchester City because I just don't find them exciting. I don't look. They've got great players. I'm not saying they're crap or anything, but they just don't excite me. When they went 1-0 up against us in the FA Cup, and they just saw out the game, it was pathetic. Pathetic. You're the world's best team. We're little old Tottenham Hotspur. And you're doing that? No. It was a shit show. Rick C, I'd rather a pet lizard than a cat. Yeah, well, I suppose lizards, they got small brains. They don't know what they're doing, do they? David Cavino likes cats and dogs. Yeah, I think they're all cool, Spurs GCTV. G'day, Paul. Hope it's all is well with you. It certainly is GCTV, who's a member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Thank you for your support, man. There's people like you and people that are doing super chats and just people watching as well. I'm not dismissing that because that's all cool. It's allowing me to buy one of these puppies today, the Rodecaster Pro 2. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. Licking my lips in anticipation, as Roy and HG would say. Fucking hell, I'm opening a can of worms here. Oh, well, Yeah, Mark 3, Bournemouth 3, Luton 3. Bloody hell, man. Rick C, Lola, there we go. If you let your dog do what he wants, it'll bite someone. James Paratrooper, Gary did a number on us and made Tottenham into a better team after the double. Gary did a number on us. I don't know. I don't know what. Well, when we respect all animals, including us, we will progress. I think that's right. And look, I'm not a vegetarian. I don't have a moral thing about eating animals. We're top of the food chain. But the way we do it is arse. The way we do it is horrible. We do it a better way than that. Oh, here we go. God. Derek Smith, Graham Potter for England. I think he'd be better than Gareth Southgate. I don't know. My door is open on that one, I don't think that... Hang on. Sorry, no. I was thinking of Steve Cooper. Graham Potter, no. No, Graham Potter, no. He's all clipboard and... when I hear that one of a manager's big selling points is an MBA, I just think bollocks to that. And the reason I think bollocks to that is because I've got one of them and I would be a shit football manager. So I'm always singularly unimpressed buggered up the curtain or have I buggered up my chair? Oh, no, it's that way. I don't know what I've done. I'm singularly unimpressed when I hear about a footballer's manager's academic records. I just got to turn the gain down on my camera because the sun's shining through now. It'd be nice to automatically have this sort its own shit out, but we ain't there yet. What were we saying? Yeah. And that's what they were always on about Graham Potter. Oh, well, you know, he understands psychology. He's got, you know, this and that. And it's like, fuck. I used to lecture in this stuff as well. I used to lecture master students at UTS. And I can tell you, it's got nothing to do with football. In fact, it's a bit arse in general, really. Now I'm out of that sort of world, I think, don't know. The only thing about leadership is just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Be consistent. And then if people follow you, they follow you, you know? And if you're consistent and not a dick and people don't be a follower, you don't care anyway, because you're cool. That's it. There you go. That's your masters in leadership and people management. Rick C. So you don't agree with giving your kid a smack if you don't... I'm not getting any bloody this... Whatever. I'm not going to give parenting tips. Derek Smith. Look at me. You know, I mean, my kids are growing up. I've forgotten all about that. I don't know what I did now, but they turned out all right. Derek Smith, dingoes. Yeah, dingoes. And like, there's an island up in Queensland. Is it Fraser Island? One of those islands up there. And now and then the dingoes will have someone. Let's stop fucking with the dingoes. Just get out where they are. Daniel E. Venables Euro 96. Yes. Yeah, missed opportunity, but we gave it a good go. I think that was a good tournament for England. That to me was better, even though it's not as high a stature. That was I enjoyed that much more than the World Cup in 1990. That was a good tournament, and you know we were beaten by West German side that were brilliant. Dingo took my baby, yeah. People saying their dog's vegetarian. I mean, come on, man, come on, people. You can't just fit it in your head sometimes, can you? Nate Pye, g'day, man. G'day, how you going? Oh, we're back again. Morning, all morning, and morning to Nate Pye's mate who watches me. I don't know who you are, but thanks. David Calvino, when did Spursy start? I think 87 Cup. I don't know, but it's just become such a common word. I've never liked it. Look, don't get me wrong. I get other fans saying it. I absolutely, you know, whatever ammo you've got to throw at another team, that's all fair and all's fair in love and war. I don't. That's all. That you know, I'll do the same to any other team. I'll find any little thing I can find and just use that. But that's what harmless tribalism. But when Spurs fans say it, I mean, come on, no, dude. Spursy is something to be proud of. We were Spursy against Aston Villa. That to me is Spursy. When we're playing really good football, that's Spursy. The 87 Cup final is a game. I know it was a good game. I'll never watch it again. I've only watched it once, and that's when it was on, and that was it. Heartbreaking, that was. Heartbreaking. Spurs GCTV. Aston Villa. There we see. I didn't even see your comment there, but this is it. Yes, Spurs GCTV. He knows what the bloody hell. Hey, this is it. I'll tell you what Spursy is. This is Spursy. That's Spursy. Daniel Lee, how many points have we won from losing positions this season? It's nearly the best, right? Well, it must be up there. And I've heard it's a criticism, but I know Man City have done it 7 times, I believe. 7 times. They might. I don't know what. Yeah, 7 times. So it's going to be there or thereabouts, that number. But Man City are brilliant. Everyone kisses their arse to cheating fucks, and Tottenham are just lucky. God, we struggle to break down a low block team. Crap. David Calvino. That roadcaster looks like a pimped up Binatone. Anyone for a game of Pong? I had the cut price cheapo version. This has been in the late 70s. It was called a grandstand console. But hours of fun. Hours of fun. It had 10 games. Target practice. That was my favourite. Because it was hard. It was hard. Binatone. Bob Down Under. I like Spurs. He just need to change his meaning. Yeah. All right. We're all... Here we go. The chat is on board. That's nice. That's cool. Win against Villa was Spursy. Win against Newcastle was Spursy. Exactly. The draw against Man City was Spursy. That's what it is. Hashtag reclaim Spursy. You know, I see fans, they go, oh, we've gone all Spursy again. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Dario O'Neill's Wolves. Yes, yes, yes. United Spurs of America, Jacob. I salute you. I salute you. I watched the last 20 minutes of your stream yesterday. I concur. I think you were bang on the money. Absolutely agree. If you lot out there haven't seen Jacob's stream from yesterday and his last 20 minutes, brilliant. I think we need a bit more wah wah. I love that. Jacob would, when we're all doing it, let it be known that Jacob started it, and I absolutely agree. Wah wah. Call the ambulance. Baz ran for 3-1 Spurs. Big up Paul. Arteta showed his true character. Insulting family in Spanish. Disgusting. Is that what he did? Nothing surprises me. He looks like that kind of guy, doesn't he? Got that demeanour. Spurs don't know what the Roadcaster +2 Pro. You obviously know what the Pro 2 does, just the +2. I don't know. But it looks like something from the 80s, so it gets a thumbs up from me. It's just going to be swish. But, you know, that's what I'm going to spend my day doing, is setting it up, which is going to take me a while. And, you know, I won't get everything done in one day. It's an ongoing thing, but, yeah, can't wait. Oh, what's this? He's leaving us in suspense. Or won't say it, so I will. I don't know what he's going to say. Vote Republican Party? Something weird? Stay tuned and find out. David Calvino. What did he show us was his Uber license? Those my masters. See, it doesn't mean shit, does it? Might as well be. An Uber license is much more important to me at the moment, actually, David, than that. Oh, here we go, the conclusion. Jacob says, hit the likes. Oh, thank you, man. Hit the likes right now, or you're a dingo or still your baby. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. You can bet your ass if Jacob was over here, he'd try and have a pet kangaroo because he thinks they're cute. Just Google American tourists stroking kangaroos for more info on what'll happen if you try and do that. European Champions League this season equals... do you mean... the way it's going? I'm really been following it. Or us not being in it? I don't know. Let's say hello to Jacob. Yeah, everyone say hello to Jacob. Jacob is too stressed to be... What the... 4-3 at Bournemouth. What a bloody game this would be if you're a Bournemouth so far. How long has it got to go? What an amazing game. Hey! Oh, hang on. Yes, all right. Okay, Bournemouth being Spursy. If you're referring to them going up 4-3, yes. Okay, man. That's it. That's what I want. Derek Smith. I asked AI. Who would be the ideal next manager? It's a Potter Potcher how? AI. It's not AI. It's not artificial intelligence. It's just a computer program that's shit. Or AI. Can't draw fingers. Oh, God. And it's the bad thing about AI, it's just stolen from everyone's work. It's like it's scoured every bit of artwork, every bit of text on the internet. It's like plagiarism. You know, I hate plagiarism. I used to, years ago, back in the early 2000s, I used to run this website. And it became like really big, really popular. So I got bored with it. I just closed it up. Moved on, you know. But I used to do art and stuff in it. And cheeky buggers would nick my art. They would, you know, I'd go on their website and see that they nicked. It's like, what? Well, sometimes they'll have the cheek to say courtesy of me. It's like, no, you didn't ask me. Because, like, if people ask me, I generally say, yeah, go on, you know, don't care. But even the worst ones were where they used to, this is back in the days where there was, like, quotas for server uploads of a website and all that. So it's like, you know, you didn't want to become too popular. I became too popular, and it's like, bills went up. So all my art was stored on my web server, and people would just link to the URL for the image. You know, not even have the decency to at least copy it onto their own bloody thing and do that. So what I used to do, when I spotted that happen, because I could see that from my server logs, I used to search for it. When I'd see they just nicked it without saying anything, I used to rename that file, and I used to substitute it for a picture of pornography. So you go to their website and they'd be like, oh. James Paratrooper, what was the game when Beckham kicked the guy in the balls? Kicked him in the balls? What? I don't know. I mean, there's one where he lashed out someone's ankle. That was against Argentina. 4-3 Bournemouth. Yeah. Luton went arsey. All right, now we're getting there. Lovely. Rolling in. At the moment, I am the Tottenham Hotspur Hippie League. Famous last words. At the moment, I am at the Tottenham Hotspur Hippie League. Famous last words. Well, I hope you have a successful tipping week. Are you the winner? Are you... They Luton attack like a Premier League team, but still, unfortunately, defend like a Championship club. Well, you know, at least they're having a go. At least they're trying to play football. Because if they were parking the bus, they do shit anyway. So they're having a go. And at Farnham, such a massive gap between the Championship and the Premier. There's a big gap between the top and the bottom of the Premiership, it looks like, doesn't it? But it's been that way for a long time, hasn't it? It's not. I don't know if that's anything new. It's not. You know, it's rare where a team gets promoted. And does all right. Brentford have kind of solidified themselves, haven't they? But often they'll go up and back down. You know, Watford, Norwich, Sheffield United used to always do it every year. They're just doing it again. But hey, you know, it's fun for their fans, isn't it? Get up there for a bit. Destiny Spurs 5. Wow, this is like Spurs from the future. I think it's 22 points from losing positions. For Tottenham, is it? How about that, man? That's pretty good. I think that's brilliant. That means we never count us out. Wow. Brilliant. Bob Down Under. Wow. Absolutely right, man. Fans brave after the results. Got to keep an eye on the time. The Porto manager said Arteta turned to the Porto bench and insulted the Porto manager family in Spanish. Oh, God. I mean, what's that got to do? You know, what's the point? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Kuva says, don't drink bleach, and being the first and only non-league team to win the FA Cup, yes. Being the first to win the double in the 20th century, testify. The first British team to win a European trophy. That's Spursy. That's right, man. Alan McFarlane coming third in a 2-horse race. That's Spursy. No, it's not. That's not doing it right, is it? That's doing it wrong. So I don't know if you're getting it, Adam. Spursy is good when we do good stuff. Aren't you a Tottenham fan? How can you sit there and say Spursy in the negative, man? Come on. Jacob, yeah, Cherry's down 3-0 and now up 4-3. Incredible game. Incredible game. James, you paratrooper. Kangaroos, scary looking monsters. The damn beast are a freaking unit. Oh, dude, yeah. And when I'm at my mate's place in the Blue Mountains, and he's got his lovely back garden, which he's kind of just not let go to rack and ruin, but it's very natural, you know. It blends in with the Blue Mountains forest. Whereas every other bugger, everyone around him, oh no, I don't want nature in my back garden. I'm going to cover it in wood chip and mulch. So the kangaroos and shit come into his back garden, nature and stuff, and it's beautiful. And you know, when they stand there, they're jacked. And when you see them hopping in and out the trees, oh, it's a sight to behold, man. It really is. It's like it's hit the weight room. Oh, yeah. Big time, man. Big time. Tim John Smith, what a beard. Morning from the Sunshine Coast, Queensland. G'day, man. Yeah, I know, I guessed it. It's all right, man. Hope it's all sunny up there. Bob Down Under. The commune leading societal change by reclaiming the meaning of Spursy. That's it. Ah, it just does my head in. It does my head in. I mean, imagine if we came up with an insult for Arsenal or Chelsea, and then their fans started saying it in the same way. We'd be thinking, sucked in, pricks, sucked in. But no, I hear Spurs fans say it all the time. It does my head in. Daniel Lee, for a club like Luton, there is so much financial mess in the past, even if it's only one season in the Premier League. This money will keep them in business for years and years, and their fans will love it. You know, I'm sure they weren't under any, you know, staying up would be, you know, it's like winning the league to them, isn't it? Yeah, man. See, this is what I like. Steak. Coming second in a one-horse race is Arsey. There you go. Derek Smith, Spursy has totally flipped its meaning. It now means mental fortitude and skill. Ah, that's right. That's what it is, man. Future Music, morning. Morning. I'm getting the Roadcaster Pro 2 today, man. Can't wait. Future Music is a big AV musical nerd. Check out his channel. There's some good music on it. Very nice with a musical cigarette. Nice visuals and everything. The complete package. Kuva 99. Oh. What's Kuva saying? I forgot. Kuva says, being so good that we had the word super. Super, yes. But, yeah, by people around the world. Yes. Remember that? Ah, that's super Spursy. And don't play with matches. Jamesy Paratrooper, Arsenal, aka A-hole. James Paratrooper, why does Arsenal players look like they will take the short? Nah. I don't like that, man. You know. Derek Smith. Didn't Luton get deducted 30 points at the beginning of the 2008-2009 season for financial irregularities? I think you might be right there. Yeah. Yeah, what happens to Manchester City and Chelsea? Pending. Who knows? The lawyers. Ah, dear, oh dear. All right, folks. You know what? I'm gonna say ta-ta for now. Hope you all have a lovely day. So I don't know if I'll be doing a little video during the day because I'm gonna be fucking around with technology. So hopefully I'll be doing a stream tonight. You won't notice any difference. I might sound a bit different. And things might be a bit slicker or more cock-uppy, who knows. But I'm going to have a lot of fun doing that today. And it's all you out there that's made it possible by watching this channel, by getting involved with the chat and keeping it going well past its sell-by date. I don't think I know... let's go check. I don't know none of that today. And even you watching after the fact, bloody hell, man, you lot are helping me out as well. Thank you very much. So onwards and upwards for this channel, or plateau and slow decline. I don't know. I don't care because I'm having fun. So thanks very much for everyone chipping in, man. I hope you have a great day or a great night's sleep, or I don't know, nice bits cucumber sandwich in the afternoon. I don't know what you're doing, what time of the world it is in your planet. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.